What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So today we're going to talk about the cost of war. Now, this is very important for everyone. Now, I know you're thinking war. Well, this is in Ukraine. What does this have to do with us? Well, it has a lot to do with us because we're involved, and not just having troops over there being involved. I'm talking about us, because there's a cost to this. If we are in a situation where we get pulled into this, or we have to render aid or anything when it comes to Ukraine and Russia, it's going to cost us. As well as if there is a war in Russia, oil prices are going to go up. And if oil prices go up, it could put us in a situation where we go into a recession. And so that's what I want to talk about today. We're going to take a look and a listen to President Biden. He's going to be talking about this very thing, about energy, about oil. Because this is something that everyone is concerned about. What is this going to mean when it comes to our oil reserves, when it comes to our gas prices? And so that's what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to take a look and a listen to President Biden. He addressed the nation. And anytime a president addresses the nation, this is a serious thing. This is not the first time that he's addressed the nation on this very topic. So we're looking at a situation right now where Russia's saying that they're pulling back some troops right now. That has not been confirmed. And so we don't know what's going to happen in the coming days, in the coming weeks. And so that's what we're going to focus on today. But first off, on this channel, we talk about financial news and what's going on in Washington, D.C. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell notification. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. And like always, if you see my name and a picture of me in the comment section, make sure you see a check mark next to my name. That check mark signifies that it's me. If you do not see that check mark, it's not me. It's someone trying to impersonate me. Okay, so I want to get right over to this clip. It's about 2 minutes long. We'll play the clip, and then I'm going to talk about it on the other end. Here we go.
To be clear, if Russia decides to invade, that would also have consequences here at home. But the American people understand that defending democracy and liberty is never without cost. This is a cause that unites Republicans and Democrats. And I want to thank the leaders and members of Congress of both parties who've forcefully spoken out in defense of our most basic, most bipartisan, most American principles. I will not pretend this will be painless. There could be impact on our energy prices. So we are taking active steps to alleviate the pressure on our own energy markets and offset raising prices. We're coordinating with major energy consumers and producers. We're prepared to deploy all the tools and authority at our disposal to provide relief at the gas pump. And I'll work with Congress on additional measures to help protect consumers and address the impact of prices at the pump. We are not seeking direct confrontation with Russia, though I've been clear that if Russia targets Americans in Ukraine, we will respond forcefully. And if Russia attacks the United States or our allies through asymmetric means, like disruptive cyber attacks against our companies or critical infrastructure, we are prepared to respond. But we're moving in lockstep with our NATO allies and partners to deepen our collective defense against threats in cyberspace. Two paths are still open. For the sake of historic responsibility, Russia and the United States share for global stability, for the sake of our common future, to choose diplomacy. But let there be no doubt. If Russia commits this breach by invading Ukraine, responsible nations around the world will not hesitate to respond. We do not stand for freedom where it is at risk today, will surely pay a steeper price tomorrow. Thank you. I'll keep you informed.
Okay, so that was President Biden. That was just a small clip. He talked about some other things. But when we're looking at this situation, I just wanted to play mainly the energy portion of this. And we're talking about gas prices being even higher in this situation. And that is the danger. That is a huge danger, because when we're looking at gas prices right now, already in California, Southern California, gas prices are in the high $4s, $5. That's the range that we're in right now. Now, I know it's high all over the U.S., but I'm just giving you how much it is when I go to the pump. So we're in a situation right now where that can go even higher. We could see $6, $7 if this situation gets worse. If they do go to war, if Russia goes to war with Ukraine, gas prices are going to go up. President Biden said that they're going to try to take some precaution to make sure it doesn't go too high, or they're going to try to address it. but we are going to see higher gas prices. Now, what does that mean? That means that I'm going to be paying more. That means that you're going to be paying more, but also businesses are going to be paying more. So guess what? If they're paying more, they're going to pass that cost on to us. That means that products, they've already been going up. We're already looking at inflation at 7.5% year to year. Now we're looking at a situation if Russia and Ukraine go to war, gas prices go even higher. Businesses have to pay more for gas, which means that they're going to pass that cost on to us, which means that we're looking at hyperinflation. And if we see hyperinflation, we can go into a recession. And so that is the danger here. So don't just think, well, this is happening in another country. We don't have to worry about this. It affects us. Everything affects the U.S. Okay, that's the way we have to start looking at things. And so this international conflict does have an effect on us. And so let's just hope that Russia stands down and they back their troops off, like they're saying that they're pulling their troops back now, and they find some way to do this peacefully. Because if that doesn't happen, then we're looking at a situation where we financially will have to pay. And that's why President Biden was saying that there's a cost to this, and we have to bear some of the cost. So this is a very, very serious thing, and that's why I wanted to cover that today. And I know I talk a lot about legislation, and right now everything is on hold. You notice that politicians right now, they're not talking about Build Back Better. They're not talking about a stimulus package or anything like that. They're focused on this because this is very important to focus on right now, and it can cost us. Okay, so don't just think, oh, this is a situation where it's not going to affect us. It can affect us in our pocketbook. So it's very, very important for us to focus on it. And another thing he talked about was cyber attacks. So this is something else that we have to be concerned with, because if Russia comes in and we have some cyber attacks on our infrastructure, that can be another thing where we're now dragged into this whole situation through that, and they can do a lot of damage through our power grids and things like that. So that's something else to focus on. You have some of these people that are doing ransomware and all this different stuff where they hack into these major companies and they basically force a ransom out of them. So there's so much stuff that can happen, but I want to know what you guys think about all this. What do you think about gas prices going up? Obviously, this is something that we don't want to see, but do you think if Ukraine is invaded by Russia that we'll see higher gas prices, and where do you think those gas prices will go? Let me know down below. And then also, what do you think about cyber attacks? Do you think that that's something that could potentially happen? Let me know down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.